Welcome to Poweractual. Today will be different, because we'll be discussing an issue that affects our entire community. My name is Rijker and I'm the co-owner of Powerliftingshop.com. Many people know us for selling stiff knee sleeves, such as the Hansu Power 2.0 knee sleeve, the Oni Pro knee sleeve, and the Fortex stiff knee sleeves. About 3 weeks ago, the IPF caused a massive shakeup by banning all stiff knee sleeves off of the IPF-approved list. Here's the full list. Oni, Hansu, A7, Strength Shop, Fortex, Titan, and Inzer all got hit. Last year, we already saw the removal of the Hansu Power knee sleeves, along with the unreleased Stoic knee sleeves. I'm going to be summarizing all of the information we have thus far, and I'll also be revealing critical new info. So bear with me. Now, lifters can still use them until August 18th, but after that, they'll be gone. And the reason? The IPF states that all the stiff knee sleeves do not comply with the technical rules of the IPF of being comprised predominantly of neoprene. Now, what is the motive behind this sudden ban? We have just received a leaked document which contains the logo of. When it comes to testing for neoprene, I will paraphrase an insight I got from one of my partners. A proper qualification process for approving a product should follow established scientific standards. This includes clearly defining a testing protocol in advance, establishing acceptable reference values and tolerance ranges, so manufacturers know the parameters they need to meet, using a validated and reproducible testing method, meaning it should consistently yield the same results under the same conditions, and this method must be properly documented. Without these foundational steps in place, test results cannot be considered reliable for compliance decisions or used to justify bans. Just as importantly, brands must be informed of the required specifications beforehand so they can produce their products accordingly. If these standards were never communicated, how can the IPF now penalize brands for failing to meet criteria they were never told about? And there is no reproducible method for testing the sleeves that have been shared with the manufacturers. The IPF seem to be going the route of, we tested the sleeves, they failed the test, just trust us. Regardless of the testing protocol and definition used by the IPF, is it really fair to approve products and then remove them on such short notice when the athletes and the brands have invested so much of their money into them? That brings us to our next topic, the removal of Hansu Power equipment off of the IPF approved list. The day after all stiff knee sleeves were banned, Hansu Power equipment was removed off of the IPF approved list. This means that all Hansu Power combo racks, bars and plates are no longer IPF approved. The IPF states that this removal is due to non-payment of IPF approval fees. However, Hansu Power has now also come out with their own response. In it, they mention that the requested payments were actually made, but that these requests came from individuals within the IPF. They mention that other brands have faced the same situation, being subjected to pressure and being asked to pay vague and excessive fees for IPF approval. In the post, they state that they will take legal action, and we are looking forward to seeing how this develops. Now, in addition to this, we have heard another rumor. SBD will start producing equipment, which means combo racks, bars and plates that will be widely adopted by the IPF. In the light of this recent Hansu Power ban, that would be a very interesting development if true. As a distributor, we are well connected with most of the affected brands, and we support them completely in this matter. Oni also shared a statement in which they mentioned they tried to open a conversation with the IPF, but the IPF ignored them. Instead of a reply, they got an invoice for the sleeve that just got banned. Oni came out swinging. We used to view the IPF as a non-profit dedicated to the sport, but it's becoming a for-profit machine. Maybe it's time to change the name. Strength Shop jumped in too. They launched a discount campaign, 15% off with the code NOMONOPOLY, and posted, "Powerlifting belongs to the lifters, not a monopoly." Then there have been several responses from the community. First, there is a video of Instagram user Mako, who used a caliper tool to measure the thickness of sleeves. All tests with the SBD sleeves measured above the 7mm mark, which is stated in the IPF rulebook. One measurement even showed a thickness of 8.1mm. The rulebook states that the knee sleeve shall be of a maximum thickness of 7mm and a maximum length of 30 cm. They don't mention anything about a margin. So since these SBD sleeves are not according to the rulebook, should they also be banned by the IPF? Furthermore, 2 Austrian powerlifters wrote an open letter to the IPF loaded with questions. They are demanding answers by April 30th or they're taking further steps. The lifters from the community are not holding back. When SBD posted something right after the bans, their comment section got wrecked. GIFs, memes, accusations of a monopoly. There were over 200 angry comments. Next to that, we have the most recent post of the IPF about WADA and the so-called true play. The comments were full of furious users and accusations mentioning a monopoly of SBD. Meanwhile, the brands that got banned seem to be getting love and support from lifters across the board. Now here's the thing. This whole situation isn't just about the material the sleeves are made of. It's about how this was handled by the IPF. Athletes built their training around approved gear. Brands pour their money into research and development. And then with one rush decision, it's all gone. No heads up, no chance to make changes, and no consideration for the athlete. Just banned. Now the brands are pushing back, the lifters are frustrated, and honestly, a lot of people are losing faith in the IPF. This situation is ongoing, and we'll be doing our best to provide you with the latest updates. We want to thank you for all of the support thus far. And that's a wrap for this week's episode of Poweractual. Thanks for watching, and if you liked the video, please hit that subscribe button on YouTube. It means the world to us and keeps us going to provide you with the latest updates in the powerlifting world. See you next time.